Good day, everyone. This is a thermostat that I designed. I've been working on this over the last year or so. It's been a bit of a journey, and so far, that's looked something like this. It sure would be nice if I could control that air conditioner remotely. Negative 12 volt DC signaling? That's not compatible with anything. What the Alright, after plenty of searching, I found an old school thermostat by Prolifics that has relay control, which should be compatible with dang near anything. Should work fine with my RV air conditioner, and there's even a module in Home Assistant for it, so it should be easy to add to my RV network. So, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this thing configured. What? The Home Assistant module for the Prolifics thermostat doesn't support setting the mode, only reading the mode? What the heck? That's useless. Alright, so ESP Home has a built-in custom thermostat climate object, or platform rather, that I can define, and I can fully customize what it does. Perfect. So I guess I'm building a thermostat. Where are the LCD mounting holes? Okay, now with mounting holes. Except they don't line up. Alright, mounting holes that line up. And where's the mounting for my rotary encoder? That one is a little messier than I would like. But there we are. We're okay. Come on. All right. Oh no. Stop it. All right, let's plug these wires in. See if I measured correctly. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't measure correctly. Because originally I had this thing down lower. Okay, let's try this again, huh? This is the creative process. You can watch me make mistakes, so you don't have to. So here's the rotary encoder. Oh, wait a minute. Why aren't you going in the hole? What's holding this thing? Oh my God. I have the clearances wrong. I took these down too far when I fixed the thickness of this plate. Oh my God. For reals? Oh, I am so angry at myself. I cannot believe I did that. And so, after all of that time and all of that effort, I finally arrived here. But I made one fatal mistake. I didn't design the UI or write any code before I started designing the thermostat, and consequently, this design is just not going to work. Now I have a UI, and I have the code written, and this is the design that's going to work, and today I'm going to assemble it. In my final design, I settled on just having the rotary encoder that clicks. That's all I need to interact with this. I'm using the quick interface to put these together because it'll make it really easy to swap components if anything goes wrong with the rotary encoder, because obviously that's something that you physically interact with and it could break off or something. I've also got some little quick connectors here, an adapter I'm going to cannibalize to connect to this little temperature sensor, knob that I salvaged from the previous design, LCD screen, well, OLED screen that I salvaged from the previous design, knurled nuts, matching screws, hookup wire. These wires are pre-terminated to go in the end of a connector because I just want some nice way to get the wires out of this housing. And a few standoffs because I'm actually going to be mounting this directed to the back of the LCD screen, or OLED rather. Need to stop saying that. Anyway, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get the knurled nuts set in this housing, do a final fitment, and then we'll start soldering things together. It's going to go on something like that. Oops. Might step that up just a little bit so there's a little more clearance over the chip there and it can sit flat-ish. We'll see. All right, let's check the fitment of the LCD. Sometimes this the plastic pushes a little bit into the slot for the LCD here, so I might have to trim this back a little bit. Good to find out now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim that just a little bit. Let me grab my tool. That's pretty good. Nice. All right, let's get the controller mounted onto the screen now. Now, because the power for the screen comes out on the opposite side, I am going to have to run some wires around here, but I'm going to get those set up and run after I get this board mounted initially. I may go ahead and pre-string wires out of here just to make it a little bit easier. Yeah, let's do that. We'll pre-string those wires. Oh, dang it. Just filled in the ground hole by accident. Well, easy fix. While I'm waiting on my other tool to warm up, I will go ahead and get these mounted. Best way to do this without burning myself. Probably do something like that. Dicey. Probably good enough. There we are. Just like it never happened. And hindsight, using different color wires for this would probably be a good idea. That requires moving. All right. Our leads on there. Make sure the depth isn't too much. Should be fine. I left clearance. It's still a little tighter than I'd like in there. It'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. All right. I think before I solder this on there, I'm going to go ahead and put the other leads on this board, because I actually need 4 more leads off of this to hook up my relays. That would be these. Of course, that's not going to work. I don't recommend that mode of wire stripping. It's just what I do. All right, only 2 to go. The plus and the minus I want to use are right here, because in this board design, these 2 inputs are actually for a battery, and they're diode protected so that they cannot feed back into the USB port, which will be really handy if I need to debug this thing in the future. I'll be able to plug into this while it's connected to the system. Supposedly. Dang it. Which one of those are minus? Let's see if there's some silkscreen markings on here. Huh. Well, I guess I better go check the schematic. One moment, please. All right, so the one next to the reset marker on the board right there is the ground. So this one over here is the positive. Let's see if we can just get this to line up in a nice way here. I don't want to block the USB port with these. Excellent. Let's just wrap these around here. They even ended up mostly sort of the same length. Cool. All right, let's get this thing attached to the display. I do need to make sure I've got room for the display power. I need to bring that out of the 5-volt over here. So actually, I think I'm going to turn this around and bring them both out the same side. Yeah, that should work. I think it's going to be fine. Yeah. Yeah, should be just fine. And we're still almost the same length. Excellent. All right, now that I have a ton of wires in my way, let's see if we can get this thing mounted. I want to make sure to give it a little bit of a stand up off the back there. I think I might even put a little dab of hot glue on there. All right, while that's heating up, I'm going to get these wires restrained just a little bit. Let's see, try to make this a tangle. Oh, that's a little better. Cool. Let's get this thing secured. Sweet. Just make this a lot easier. Trim those down a little. Let's get them soldered on. Okay, I definitely put too much on that one, but it's fine. Okay, let's get these two power wires connected here. Where are these going to go? This is the 3-volt here. Just going to wrap it around. It's got to connect right there. Let's trim that back just a smidge. Get it stripped. Get it tinned. Let's strip that back a little bit more. That's going to be fine. I'm just going to solder these onto the top. Getting them through that hole is just going to be more annoying than I'm willing to deal with right now. Let's go ahead and put some solder on those pads. There we are, one down, one to go. I'm going to cut that one just a little bit too short, but we'll make it work. There we go. That will be just fine. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, that was the hardest part of this installation. Let's get this thing in the housing. Nice. Already getting it a little bit dirty, but I'll clean it with some alcohol later on. Okay, let's go ahead and get the temperature probe in here and ready. Let's see, how had I planned to do this? I think sitting in there like that is what I was thinking. Yeah, something like that. All right, let's get the wires on here. Doesn't have to go far. I'm going to give a decent amount of slack anyway. There's plenty of room in this housing. See if these are going to be nice and strip with my tool, or if I'm going to have to do them the hard way. Yes. It's probably even too much. These feel like nice wires. I think these are probably silicone, which is why they strip so nicely. We will know in a moment, because if it's silicone, then it won't pull back when I tin these leads. Yep, seems like it's silicone. Nice. Didn't get that one twisted well enough. That's okay. These are so fine that they'll I'm going to be trimming off the ends and sliding them through those holes, no problem, even if they are fanned out a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to trim that some. Trim these a little bit. Whole wire just fits through the connector there. We'll drill a hole. It'll be fine. And it'll get easier once I have one done. I think I just put that in the wrong hole. Dang it. Well, no matter. We'll fix that momentarily. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these other ones connected, though. Let's see how I can get a grip on this thing. That'll work. Oh, come on. Let go. Ooh. Ha ha, it's hot. Let's try plugging it in. There we go. Yellow is SCL. Let's get that one in here. And blue is SDA. And there it is. Let's get it installed. That's most of the soldering. Let me just clean my workspace a little bit. No need making things messier than they have to be. Let's see, what screws do I have? Okay, Pastel selected this one. Let's see how it fits. Feels good. Yep. Those are just going to go right through there like so. Cool. Let's get the rotary encoder in here. Okay. A little twist. Get it plugged in. Okay, those feel like they're laying there nicely. Let's get the little jumper installed here too. Oh my, I have a defective part. Let's replace that, and I will reflow that later. I had just taken that part out of the bag before this video. That's annoying. Let's see what happened here. Don't know if it was a defective or just damaged in shipping. Those little prongs have just bent off and broken. No matter. We have another one. This one looks fine. Word of advice, don't drink a lot of caffeine before doing tiny electronics work. Or surgery, for that matter. There we are. Let's get it plugged back in. Okay. That's the assembly. Let's get our knob on here so we can get the full effect. Let's see, what driver is that? Close enough. Not a great fit, but it's good enough for now. I'll snug that down later. Feels pretty good. Let's put some power on it. I don't expect this to fully work because I used a different model. That's a little bit dicey, isn't it? Stand by. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, whatever. I'm just soldering wires onto these later. I can straighten them up as needed. What I don't want to do is short out the data pins right out the gate. Okay, start over. 5 volts. And we have power. Seems to be in good working order. I'm quite happy with that. Excellent. I'm going to flash this with the appropriate code changes to support the new temperature sensor, and this thing's ready to install. I do still need to do some final testing with this unit. I need to interface it with the relay module and make sure everything works well with that, so I can connect it to the actual air conditioning unit. I also just need to go through the code, make sure I haven't missed anything, make sure everything's going to work as expected once that's done. And I also need to post this code to GitHub. I will make this available, and there'll be a link in the description. I'm also going to export these models. I'll probably put them on Thingiverse or something like that. That way, if you want to make one of these, you can do so as well. Really hope you all enjoyed this project. I'm going to do another video when I actually am installing this in my RV, but I'm really pleased with how it's turned out so far. So like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts, and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.